Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD, and this episode a little bit different. I really did my best last episode to go through and answer some of the questions I've had in the comments, and basically I balls it up because I couldn't remember half of them. I did well before I hit record, but you know, hit record, bit of stage fright, whatever you want to call it. Stage fright's definitely the wrong word, but yeah, brain went to mush. And of course, I got to place this down and this bloody way, as always. And we're just going to clear this whole area because it's quicker. Nope, I want to. So, this episode, something a little bit different. I'm going to attempt to answer the comments that I failed on last time. If I can get this to fit. Of course, there's a rubber port in the way. Alright. We'll bring this even further down. Really? The whole base loses power. Oh, shit. It really is the whole base. So you tell me power came from here and went all the way around and joined in here. It really does. Okay. Alright. So, comments. So first off, I really do my best. If you guys take the time to write a comment to me, or ask a question in the comments, that's probably a better way of putting it, I will, the least I can do is stop and reply to you guys. So you'll tend to find I am in the comments section at least once a day. I've got a lovely smartwatch, so obviously they all come straight through to my watch, and a lot of them are read within 10 minutes to an hour of them actually being made. So, ew. Do I want to move that all up one tile just to... Sure, why not? Because I can. Put it down. Okay, so that's going to be our stone production, which means this one goes away. Put that tile down, that tile down. Hopefully the bots come and fix things. So let me do a horrible job of trying to play the game and read my notes and think and answer comments all at the same time. See how bad this gets. So I covered this a little bit last time. Why don't I have a personal wear report? Just for like repairing my car when I'm driving around, that sort of stuff. Honestly, absolutely honestly, because I can't put down a blueprint correctly. Honestly, I can't. I don't have a good reason. Honestly, I can't be bothered. Honestly, I don't want to deal with robots running off and repairing me and becoming sacrificial lambs when I'm trying to... I'm trying to go out and beat off the biters. I'd much prefer that the robots just stayed at home and I got out and repaired manually every now and then. We want damage. Let's do damage for those robots. Alright, we need this to come up to here. See, I'm failing already. This is one I see a fair bit. My bus got attacked by spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti is dangerous. Spaghetti is out to get you. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I actually find it harder to build with a main bus setup with this. I actually find this really, really difficult. It's taken me Ooh, a lot of practice. Both in my offline games and in the ones that you guys see, to get to the stage where I can build a main bus without screwing up. It's far from perfect. As you saw in the last episode, I put things too close to the bus and had to go back and change things. It happens to the best of us. That's pretty much the only advice I can give. A main bus is... The biggest advantage is when you have a main bus... And a silly power pole in the middle of nowhere. Go away. When you have a main bus, if you get to this point and you go, okay, oh look, green circuits are very, very empty, but they're not full down here, you can just add more green circuits on the end. It's very, very easy to expand your main bus and add more production onto the bus. What was that? What was that belt? Coal. Do I need coal on the main bus? I don't think I do anymore. But we might leave it on the main bus anyway. Same as bullets. I took bullets off, wherever the hell they are. I took bullets off here. I'm actually going to turn those around and run them all the way back. I'm going to put bullets out this side, I believe. And have them on a main bus as well. Oh, there's a power bar on the way. So yeah, main buses are easy to expand. That's basically why people use them. We need to put stone unloading here somewhere. Oh, can I be tricky? Okay. Let's see if we can get this done. And as for the spaghetti, look, at the end of the day, as long as you understand what's on your main bus, and how it works, that's all that really matters. I have said, as I said before, I've done my fair share of public service and seen some nasty, nasty, nasty builds. But look, as long as they work, there's nothing wrong with them, really. I want a train station. What the hell is that? Oh, it was me moving something. Train station. From there to there. To there. Sure. Technically it's probably on the wrong side of the belt. But I don't think I can squish it in on the north side. That's an acid pipe that goes nowhere. Do I want the extra space? No, let's just dump it there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so look, that's why people build main buses. Personally, if I'm left alone, and the best way to see this is go watch my GIGABASE series. I was a young, innocent YouTuber, first series, and I was doing what I wanted to do. And I built a not main bus. Not main bus in the biggest definition of not a main bus. I think I had 4 or 5 different smelting setups. And, one fed red and green science, and one fed blue science, and that's technically... Oh, I just realised I built a loop. I was about to curse myself for it, and then I remembered that all the train tracks are loops, so that's a bit of a mute point at this point. Stone unload. So yeah, that's the best spot I can suggest if you really want to see a not main bus in action. Go look up my GIGABASE series. I had multiple smelter setups, and I, for lack of a better term, rushed bots. Not massively, just enough. Enough that I had bots fairly quickly, and then went towards a full bot-based build, and then went gigabasing. Because that base did 5,000 science packs per minute, which, as far as I know, still holds the record on YouTube as the most for a... I'm going to call it vanilla. Alright? I did have a couple of mods, mostly quality of life ones, and infinite research, which just, like, really upped the amount of research I could do. You know, had stack inserters carry more and that sort of stuff. Not game-breaking mods. I've seen others do it with, you know, having compressed nuclear, for lack of a better terminology. So each nuclear plant cost 4 times as much, used 4 times as much radioactive materials, but yeah, so it produced 4 times the amount of power for the same amount of UPS, basically. Which, yeah, I got no issue with. As long as mods are fair in really large air quotes, right, and balanced, again, in really large air quotes, then, I'll call something vanilla if it's close enough. I just had, you know, stack inserters that cost me a fortune, but moved a stack per swing, so... With electronic circuits, it was 200 items. With barrels, it was still 10, because they stack in 10. We're going to go on this side of batteries, actually. So I do not need that underground. I need that to go there. So, you can all go away. You... could produce, but aren't. Why aren't you producing? No. You need electronic circuits, which have disappeared. Yeah. Okay, so all that is now useless. I can build Logibots down here, but that's it. Alright, so about this steel belt is now done with. You know, I probably still technically need steel down here. Yeah, I do need steel down here for flamethrowers, but that's a problem for another time. We're going to get this built, and then in a later episode, although, actually, did I already hook up that stone train station? We'll have to go look. Go away, big power pole. Nothing broke, good. Sliding past to make almost everything. That might have to get moved as well. Yeah, there's just not quite enough room to put you. That works. Why is it? No, that doesn't work. Okay. Because, of course, with an underground here, this side of this copper belt can go onto it. Okay. Straight shot, straight shot. Close enough. Okay. So that'll be our stone brick and stone. We're going to put it on the same belt. We don't really need stone on the bus, but this time around I'm just putting everything on the bus. Everything on the bus. I also sort of covered this one last time around. Why don't I do standard builds? You tell me what a standard build is, and I'll tell you why I'm not doing it. 9 times out of 10, it's because I just build by memory. I don't build by a large heap of blueprints. I only stacking 20. How do those fall back? Uncapped. I build purely from memory 9 times out of 10. So, consequently, my builds change game to game all the time. It's just part of the way I play. You don't have power, you don't have power. Obviously that big power pole was somewhat important. Okay, you have power again. Alright, did I ever do... I didn't do the stone station. Bugger. Engines, where the hell did the engines go? They're on the bus. Can I order some? Intermediates. Engines. 50 they'll do. I need 2, 3, 4. I don't technically have enough locos, but I'd really prefer to keep mine as mine. Done. Oh look, random belt of copper. Go away. So main base is down to steel and the last little bit of brick and stone production for these guys, but that will go ever so shortly. And then I guess I'm going to have to build this tiny bit of stone, because there's no point putting in a bloody train station for it. All the way past all that crap and bring it in here. Really happy to avoid doing more trains this episode. Let's find a bit of train track I can step onto. Because that always leads to good things. Normally JD getting squished by a bloody train. Have some fuel. We're going to Iron 1. 24 train tracks. Probably don't have enough train tracks with me. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough of anything with me. Oh, that's right, I can't get out. I forgot about that. Not a fan of that. Okay, so that's coal. That's iron. I think I'm going to have to pull off the main line here again. Bring it down this side. In there. Loop it back and around and out on itself? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Let's bring this up higher. Let's build the whole thing via blueprint, and then we'll fix it up after the fact. Come on. Do a U-turn. Rotate, 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 rotate. That's the one I want. Really? That's the answer you want. Okay. Do I still have that train station? So that's an unload station. I want a load station. That'd be a load station. Oh. Fat fingers. Let's plop that there without the radar. We'll bring this back up and onto that side of the tracks. Okay, that's that much done. We need a 4-to-4 balancer. We need that belt to go that way. We need that belt. See, the belts have got some gear with them. that one to go that way. Oops. And we need that one to go that way. And we should really start the next robot research. How many miners do I have on? 50 plus. Okay. Let's go one row. Alright. Whilst I'm placing these, more questions. More questions. So yeah, like I said, standard builds, I build from memory more often than not. Which means some of my builds are identical, some of them get changed every time around. I don't tend to blueprint things and take them from map to map, or game to game. I tend to just make them up again. It means every build's slightly different. Every build, some are better than others. But at the end of the day, as long as they do the job of, you know, producing whatever you're asking for as fast as possible, who cares? Can I get that one in? Or just... That power pole goes there. 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 And belt. It's only because I don't want to leave this little bit of stone here and then think I'm done with the patch, come back and find out there's just a bit of stone underneath that belt. Does mean that, you know, I am building on the wrong side of the wall, but shh. I've never done anything silly this game. Okay. Put down those. Put down those. When do I go to a bot base? That's that one that actually comes up fairly often, either in Discord or in the comments. When to go to a bot base is probably the hardest question that you ever have to answer. You go to a bot base when you're ready to. Helpful answer, right? When your production's high enough, when you've enough of your bases organically gone to bots. As I said last episode, I think it was, when I was rambling, if you go look at my GIGABASE series, I really went bots fast. Or at least fast in my mind, fast from my memory. Yeah, I had a real spaghetti base that went bots fairly quickly as far as I can remember. And it did the job I wanted it to. I went to robot production and then I moved on towards going to a big GIGABASE, which was the final aim. And being a young innocent YouTuber, my first real Factorio series, I had no idea. Yeah, need more steel chests. Need more inserters. Need more train track. Need more. Need more power pole. Combat damage. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, when to go to robots is really a really hard question. I really want to go to Iron Unload Old. Please tell me that's an Logi network. What is? Okay, so let's put our train down. Iron Unload Old, second condition, jump in, fuel, anything you got, go. Change that. I want to request, is this telling me? 150 rail. Really? It seems like a lot more. Let's go with 300. Is the Logi network out this far? No. What else do I need? Steel chests. Hopefully I automated them. I'm in the Logi network. Bring stuff to me, bots. What else does this say I need? Signals? Sure. Did I automate those? Let's turn that off because that's annoying. I did automate those. Let's go with signals. Whole stack of 50. Oh, that was my blueprint for putting down miners. So I just did them manually, even though I didn't really didn't have to. Alright, bots, bring me stuff. So yeah, going to a bot base, really hard one. You don't say you need inserters, really? Oh no, I did get all the inserters down. Just into all the train track and stuff. And no, 150 would probably cover us. Signals, chain signals, yeah, I got enough of each. Let's just handcraft those. Get rid of the standard belt because I don't really need that. What else do I need? I don't need one iron stick because that would piss me off eventually. Oh, another question I get is: do you train in ore, or do you use electric furnaces, or in this case, like I've got coal and iron right beside one another. I can actually turn this straight here, right now, into plate and train in plate. And my answer is I did my GIGABASE where I trained in ore, and I did my SpaceX series, which is running alongside this one, even though I'm behind because of the Christmas break and everything else. I trained in... It's Blue Science. Sorry, I just realised Blue Science is lagging behind. Blue Science is lagging behind purely because there ain't enough of them. That's fine, we can live with that. I trained in Blue Science, I trained in plate in the SpaceX series. So, it really varies. That was the bullet train, just went to resupply. I could have hitched a ride on that. I don't really want that. Nor do I want that. Okay, we've got to have enough stuff now. Yeah, okay. You... Out of the way. Iron 1, circuit condition. Go. Really? I can't get any higher. That one really doesn't benefit me apart from wasting science. Go for a battery Mark II, which we need processing unit for, which we haven't even researched. Let's just go for that one and be done with it. So yeah, do you train in plate or do you train in ore and then process ore on site? Either or. Oh, manual. I jumped on the train too early. Oops. Either or. It really doesn't matter which way you want to do it. I've done both. I cannot give you a recommendation as to which is more effective, which uses the least amount of UPS or anything like that. Because honestly, I haven't tested it. It's something I really want to do. I really want to test it and try and work out which is more efficient. And it's probably something we're going to do this series. So if you really are curious as to which is more efficient UPS-wise, smelting on site or bringing all the plate in and then doing a central distribution, because I don't care what you say, if you want to build big, there is no way you can have a iron patch dedicated to, say, green circuits. because when that iron patch slows down, those green circuits will slow down. And the next person who gets in the comments and says, oh no, you just have 5 iron patches doing green circuits. And if it's short, you just, you know, if it's short on iron and trains, you just make another iron patch and set it up for green circuits as well. Yeah, then I need to micromanage a lot of trains and a lot of stackers. And I did a lot of trains at the GIGABASE, and it caused nothing but hell. I had more UPS wastage or loss on train pathfinding than anything else. Let's put that signal there, that signal there. What's our train, which we didn't set up fueling for at the other end, so we need to fix that too. At least I remember this time. Stone 1. Hang on. All that train track's built, isn't it? It's all built. Woohoo! Let's ride the train. 2 items of missing construction robots. Really? Why are you missing construction robot? And you're missing construction robot. That's implying there's no repair packs. Or there's just no construction robots because I filled all the storage. And they're all floating around wondering what to do. If there is a single spare construction robot, they'll come put down this, hopefully. Which should hopefully fix the problem. But, won't. Bugger, I need to go put down storage back at home base. That's annoying. Alright. Stone unload. Stone 1, inventory full. Stone unload, inventory empty. Go. You're still filling up. Hurry up, dude. Bugger. I've got some wood. You can have some wood. Gun turrets or lasers? Oh, that's a good one and a hard one. No, that's flamethrowers. I don't have lasers researched. Where are lasers? There. So a laser turret has a range of 24, larger range, shooting speed 3 times per second, damage 20 laser. Obviously, it's got upgrades on it, makes it much more effective, blah, 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 blah. Gun turret has range of 18, smaller range, shooting speed of 10 shots per second. Mine are fully upgraded now, or close to fully upgraded at 11 shots per second. And I'm shooting piercing rounds, which do 8 damage. And I think the 6.4 is added on top before it gets its bonus. Yeah. So the ammo, the damage bonuses get applied on top of what's listed here. So it's doing, what's that, 14.4 physical damage at 10 shots per second. Whereas laser does a lot less. Technically means that gun turrets are way more effective. Okay, so that's stone and brick going on the bus, up the bus. Excellent. We need to run up the bus ourselves and put down a storage chest or 3. Because I boo-booed that one. I filled storage. That's never a good thing. Watch the invasion of bots. Boom. Yeah, the robots will put down the other ones. Yeah, there's some that can freely move around. Where's that chest? No, it's still marked for deconstruction. Good. You should have been inserting, but you weren't. Because it's Logibots that can build. It can't build construction robots because there's no green circuits down here. Alright. Anyway. See, gun turrets do a lot more damage. The catch is lasers only use power. Your gun turrets are using your iron continuously. So you are literally shooting your resources at the enemy. It works, don't get me wrong, it definitely works. But you're shooting your resources at the enemy. Something you have to be mindful of at least. I want to make that two lanes all the way down. I know it's the wrong way to break off the bus, but it works. Which probably leads me to my next question. Why do I take off the bus like this? And the easiest answer, and I'll actually show you down here, is that's taking half of this belt. That's taking half of that belt. Okay, so half of you gone, and half of that one's gone. Then, because they instantly go underground. So they go underground at this point, and that half's gone. So that's all gone. Then I take half off that belt and half off that belt. So I have 50%, 50%, 50%, 50%, 50% of a belt. So I've actually got 200% of a belt here. And then I take those amounts and I run it back through a splitter. So that gives me 50 and 50, giving me 100%. So I put it back through a splitter. That's 100% right there. That's 100% of a belt, being 50 of this one and 50 of this one. Same story. I can... Let's get you out of the way, you out of the way. I can then put one there and take... my belt stopped moving me. Take that half and that half and have fast replace screw it all up for me. And same story. Have 50% of 50% of this belt and 50% of this belt, giving me, putting them back together, giving me 100% belt here. If I then put another splitter on there, are we actually being damaged? Just ever so slightly. I'm up to big blue biters. Excellent. So I then put another splitter there, which is really, really bad way of, but I'm demonstrating, okay? I've then taken it down to one belt. Because that's only one belt, not two belts, it means rather than taking 50% off each of these, I can actually only take off 20%. Because I've throttled it down at this point. So, this here is 25% off this belt, this belt, this belt, and this belt. Reds, green circuits, which are down here. In this particular case, I've actually used both the output belts. So, this belt is 25% from all four belts, and this one is 25% from all four belts. And people said, why don't you just take two belts off, and just have the other two belts flow through? The quick and easy and dirty answer for that is, at the exact second I stop making green circuits, I have two belts that are fully backed up. They're not going to do anything. The other two belts have continued past this point, and sure, they can be balanced to the wazoo, but you only have two belts of throughput. Whereas I have potentially 25%, 25%, 25% off this one, and 25% off this one. But I also have continued the full belt through, the full belt through, the full belt through, and the full belt through. So if nothing is happening here, like so, I still have the full belt of throughput on all four lanes. So I have a 4-lane bus start to end. Right? Even with every single time I strip off the bus, it's still a full four-lane bus, start to end. It also means that when I choose to take stuff off the main bus, and I'll do that over and over and over and over. If I look at the end and go, oh wow, iron's really short, it should be really short and really balanced across all 4 lanes. If it's short on one lane and full on the other 3, rebalancing it won't fix that. It means somewhere back here, I pulled off wrong. Well, I just realised this one here is technically pulled off wrong, which feeds the whole make everything. Because it's copper, because we really don't use that much, I'll probably never fix this. I should, but I probably won't. Alright? So that's why I split off the bus the way I do. Now, where were we? We were running up the bus, because I want to actually try and fit in some building in this episode as well. Let's do shotgun speed. Why? Shotgun speed, why not? So yeah, this is why I pull off the bus the way I do. They might look big and ugly. There is a more elegant design, but I chose for this particular series, mainly because from memory I hand built this one. I chose for this particular series to use something big and bulky and ugly because it's easier for you guys to be able to see. Oh, that was coal. I'm going to fix coal? Sure. Oh, there. There. That's that belt done, that's that belt done. That's that belt done. Okay, so that's that belt done. Bullet shooting speed, level 2, shot. Research, no, building. I want electric engines and furnaces. So, furnaces here. It's stone brick, advanced circuit, and steel plate. And as you can see, it's 10, 10, and 5. So it's a fair bit of material we need to shove into these things. Oh, hang on. Purple science. Purple science. We need to build 7 of these. Which means I need an electric furnace every 2 seconds, not every second. So I actually need 2.5 of these machines. Alright, in that case, let's build 2.5. You do that. We're going to do input, 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 input. Input, 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 output, output, output. So I'm going to run stone brick and steel. So that one will be stone brick, that one will be steel, vice versa, doesn't matter. That one will be red circuits, and that one will actually be my output. Okay, so now I need to get... Nope, that's a right. That's the big version. Where's the little one? I need a little 2-lane splitter. That one. Nope, that's plastic. There. Underground, there to there. So that's steel done. Nope. This only has 1 lane, so I can split it like that, and then like that, and then like that. Nope, I had it right the first time. Like that, and then like there to there. Okay, I now found this part of the fast replace alike. I like just this one little trick that I can just dump down a belt to line things up, and then fast replace undergrounds along my bus. Would you needed advanced circuits as well, and power poles. Power poles, power poles, power poles, power poles. We want red circuits, which are one lower than that one. There. We need to bring power further up. And a roboport right there, please. There. Oh, might as well go further. Definitely, because that roboport just got away. Really? One too high? So, this is what annoys me. Alright, let's just build it from this end. I need to jump that bus. And I need to jump that bus. And I need to jump that bus. And I need to jump the roboport. And that one. Where's that thingamajig-bob? Put that there, jump from there to there with a straight belt in the middle. And batteries will have to go past. Roboport, put the roboport back in there. Put the large power pole right there, as it was before. Okay, so still, that's red circuits. Boom, 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 done. Yeah? Yeah? Red circuits. There we go. Alright. Shotgun shooting speed. What are we up to, episode-wise? We've gone too long again. Alright. I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we're going to... Next episode, actually, we'll finish off the last two questions I had, which I didn't get around to answering, and then we'll do electric engines again, which means we need to get lube all the way up the whole bus into the make everything for these three blue ones, and right the way up to here somewhere to do electric engines. But that's a problem for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hope you're enjoying the series. I will see you in the next one. Yeah, where we hopefully get Purple Science finished off. Because that'd be nice. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye!